Alright guys, so I have a box full of OEM parts from Honda. So we're gonna go through this box and we're gonna be installing all of these parts from Honda onto the 11th gen hatch. And as you can see, I've got a Duckbill. I actually bought this off Amazon and it's a matte black finish. Kind of complements my rear diffuser that I just recently installed. It's also a matte black. First, I saw that we got our trunk mats. This is what I was using before, so I've got my doggy seat cover on top of my trunk mat. This right here is for a regular Civic sedan from Odero, which held up pretty good. As you can see, it's really dirty. These trunk mats did a very good job with protecting my floor liners here on my trunk. So I'm gonna take this off. This is what it looks like without it. My trunk is going to be extra dirty. There's some rocks there. And my rear seat. So this is what the trunk mat looks like for the Honda Civic hatchback. Nice material, nothing's going to slide because it's textured and it's weatherproof. This is what the back of the trunk mat looks like. Next up, we have our rear seat protectors, and this is pretty much just Velcro. You just stick this on the rear seats. And just like that, we have the trunk mat and the rear seat protectors installed. Looks very nice, and it protects all of this right here in the back so that you can have your groceries, you can have your whatever you put it here, and it'll protect your floor liners from getting damaged. And speaking of floor mats, are you tired of messy stained floor mats in your car? Lasfit floor mats are the perfect solution. Made with high quality TPE material, they're waterproof, odorless, and easy to clean. Plus, they're custom fit for your specific car model, ensuring a product fit and maximum protection. Upgrade your car's interior today with Lasfit floor mats. Lasfit has been supporting this channel since I started in 2021, and since then I've installed LED bulbs, floor mats, and even tried numerous accessories from them. And I couldn't recommend any other product because they've never disappointed. I highly recommend their products, so if you want to check them out, the link will be in the description. Also use my code CTFK7 for an additional 10% off. This is the car without the window visors. So in my opinion, with the window visors on, it's going to make the car look wider because it's going to add a little bit of depth right here, maybe a couple of inches, but it's going to look a lot better in my opinion because I've had it on my 10th gens. Two of my 10th gens had it, which was the Sport and as well as the Type R. I also have it on the Accord as well. So I think window visors really make a huge difference in terms of looks. It also provides protection from the sun, or if you want to crack your windows open when it rains. I still want to keep the OEM look, so I went ahead and got the OEM window visors from Honda, and this is what it looks like. It has a nice box. It has Honda Access to it, which I'm not sure why this is a different font. So I'm not sure. It says right here, made in Thailand, Honda Access Asia and Oceania Company Limited. Yeah, look at that. So this is what the window visors looks like. So this right here is obviously for the front. And you do have to install some clips, which I'll show you guys. On the back of this, you do have your double-sided tape with some padding. So all across this. And of course, we have our Honda part number right here. And then this is for the rear window. As you can see, I kept the chrome trim so that it'll match my wheels. So this has its own little clips, And it also has alcohol wipes. First, I'm going to clean this off just so that I can make sure that it doesn't interfere with the tape that these window visors has. So I'm going to grab some alcohol and a paper towel and wipe this clean. You have 2 A clips and a total of 6 B clips. So what you're going to do is you're going to find 1 A clip and then 1 B clip for the front. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the weather stripping off the bottom piece right here. What I like to do is I like to start from the bottom right here and just pull downwards like that so that the weather strip can come off. At first what I was doing is I was pulling from the top and it was very hard. So what I did was I just grabbed it from the bottom and then I started pulling. Grab it from the bottom, start pulling like that. See how easy that is? So take your A clip first, and you don't have to necessarily measure it, but it's around here in the front. Don't mind the bird poop. So like I said, grab your weather strip and just insert the clip. You just align it with the weather strip just like that, and then you just insert it like so. Then you're gonna grab your B clip, and it's probably going to be somewhere around here. Again, pull the weather strip down, insert the B clip. This is facing outwards like that. So basically it's going to look like this. So now that we have both clips installed, we're going to go ahead and stick the window visor on. And you don't want to peel this off completely. You want to peel this like that. You're going to do it on each end. So pretty much looks like that. Then you're going to come over here and stick it on, but don't press hard because you want to be able to adjust this. So I see that the clip is here, but the hole for the clip is right here. You're going to go ahead and move this down like that so that it'll be lined up. Okay. Alright, once the clips are pretty much lined up, you can go ahead and press and then pull on the tab. And then at the same time, you put pressure on this so that it'll stick on. Next, we're going to take these little screw thingies. So you see where the hole is, line the screw up with the hole, and then you're just going to push it together. See how the pin like locked into place with the clip? So that's what you want. Okay? And then once you're done that, you can now fix your weather strip, and then you're gonna have another clip back here. Same thing, you just push the pin in there. You're gonna do the same thing to the rear, except on the rear you're gonna have B clips. There's no A clips on the rear, they're both B clips. These are the OEM splash guards from Honda. So as you can see, we have Honda's logo right there. This right here, I believe, is for the driver's side rear. So it goes on like that. And then this one is for the driver's side front. It also comes with a clip and a screw. it is a little bit confusing because Honda didn't say anything about putting a screw here. In fact, they didn't even provide a screw for us to use for here, because I was looking at installation videos on YouTube. The guy looked like he just put a screw here, but this is not a screw. It's actually one of these little plastic clip thingies. I went ahead and pulled it out from the other side. This is what it looks like. And this clip does not even fit the hole that was here. So I don't know, maybe we're supposed to drill through here with a screw. But then again, like I said, Honda did not provide us with a screw to drill through here. So I don't know what's going on with that. So I basically just improvised with my own little thing, which I'll be showing you guys later. So the first thing we're going to do is, I guess we can just start off in the front since we're already here. There's going to be a couple of screws, as you can see. There's one right here, and then there's another one over here, which you're going to have to turn your wheel in order for you to get access to. So this one, and then this one. You're then gonna go up here, and then you're gonna remove this. And the best way to remove it is to grab one of these tools, which is a plastic prying tool. I will be linking it down below in the description. You're gonna go underneath here, and you're just gonna place the prying tool underneath and just pop this screw out. Now it will be a little bit tricky, but just do your best. Like I said, it's just this little clip guy, which I'm gonna use as an example. This does not fit a screw, which I don't know why. And then if we try putting the clip back on, it doesn't fit either. So what I did was I actually improvised. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw these two screws first. So with this prying tool, it's actually like some sort of toolkit where you get all these other plastic screws or other plastic clips. And it's really handy, especially if you work on cars a lot. As you know, our bumpers are full of these little plastic things. I love this kit because it's inexpensive and you get all of this. So what I did was I grabbed one of these guys, these really long ones. It's kind of like rectangular. So this is sort of a perfect fit. And like I said, I'm unable to screw it with a screw. So I just took one of these plastic clips, pushed this in. That is not going to go anywhere. There's a little bit of play to it, but for sure, this is not going to be going anywhere. So yeah, that's how I did the fronts. And it blends in kind of. This is more of a glossy color. This is a flat black, but nobody's going to notice. So now we're going to be moving on to the rear. So one screw here. If you go down here onto the bottom, there's another screw right there, and you're supposed to be installing a clip right here, but I couldn't figure out how exactly to install it. The other side is completely fine without it, so I'm just gonna install it without it. Basically, this is gonna go on right here. Like I said, just take the screw off here, and then the bottom right here, you have to take the screw off and screw that one. So yeah, it's pretty easy, except since I have aftermarket wheels, again, this is a lot wider than stock, so this wheel is going to be in my way. The best I found was I just got like a screwdriver, or you can get like one of those L-shaped screwdrivers, which you can just use to unscrew this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use this tiny little screwdriver. And as you can see, it's working. No need to take the wheel off or anything. And that's how I pretty much installed these splash guards from Honda. And as you can see, it does give the car a little bit of a difference in visual appearance.